Oh, hi everyone, it's Chris from Silverfit and the yoga classes at the Hub. Wishing everyone a really happy new year and hoping that 2021 is going to be a better year than last year, which, not to jinx anything, but it'd be hard push to be worse. So what I'd like everyone to do, it's going to be a gentle class, but we're going to start standing up and shaking. So we start the new year with a shake out, and the feet go hip width apart. So wherever your hips are and however you feel strong and firm, and just bend the knees, and then just this sort of, I call it mindless bouncing, you know, it's like, ooh, just explore the floppy, yeah. So we're just sort of shaking out, and I'm going to do quite a bit of talking, just sort of positioning ourselves really. We've gone through Christmas and all that involves, all the good sides, the bad sides, the upsides, the downsides, and the sort of thickening waists and spreading bellies and things like that. Hopefully there's been pleasure and joy for everyone over that period, and we're sort of just shaking through, leaving the old year behind, yeah. Just shaking through, and we're going to move into, so what we're doing here, move it into a bigger shake, yeah. We can move it into something that's a bit different, but we've sort of loosened the fascia, the connective tissue, and now we're moving into something slightly aerobic to wake us up into the new year. And then let's work through the joints. So onto the feet, I can bring, so let's go onto the toes and down and up and down. I'll tell you what, let's keep the feet parallel. Onto the toe down, onto the toe down, onto the toe down, onto the toe. So we're going for a walk. And we just take the feet off, just go for a little trot around. And then come back to stillness. And let's work into the ankles. So this is a bit of a balance as well. Rotate the ankles twice one way, twice the other way, and in. We'll do more work on the ankles later. To the side, in and back. Feeling into the knees. So the feet and the ankles are hopefully awake to the new year. Let's bring the knees, let's involve the knees, bending and round, bending and round, bending and round. You can feel it in the shins. Turning around, change the direction. Brilliant. That's great. And then let's just involve the hips any way you want. Forward, back, round and round, round and round, and figure of 8. So going quite slowly actually, I slow the pace down a little bit. If the hips are just being awakened after a week or so's rest. And then take the hands on the hips and just start to move the ribs side to side, forward and back, and then let's take the movement into the shoulders and change the direction of the shoulders. And let's just shake the hands out to the side, and we're rotating the wrists and keep the arms straight as you can, and then the other way. And let's take the hands as far back as we can, so we're just sort of aeroplaning the hands. And if you're on your own and you want to go charging around the room, imagining that you're on a flight to Barbados, Tenerife, somewhere warm and inaccessible, just enjoy. Let's bring a little bit of fun and laughter into 2021. Take the hands back and lift and breathe into your chest and look forward. So nice expansive chest. And then exhale, let's flick the fingers one by one, each finger flicking. And then rotate the wrists, take them out to the side. Woo. and then back. That's great. And then to stillness. Take the palms facing forward so you feel the shoulders open. Just notice what happens as you open the palm. And then let's just drop the head. Breathe in, look forward. So gentle work with the neck. Yeah, if your neck doesn't like this, just make it an exploration. Just sort of reconnect with your neck and what its sort of availability and possibilities are today. And if it's available, don't make yourself dizzy, but if you want to just do a full rotation, one direction and a full rotation, the other direction. And we shake, 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 shake. Okay. So we're doing the class a little bit backwards today. There's nothing like ringing in the changes in a new year. So not too strenuous, but we're going to make our affirmation for the new year. So the feet are hip width apart. We take a big step forward and to the side. So you're firmly balanced. Breathe in and bend forward and straighten. And forward and straighten. Bend forward and hold. Draw the shoulders down. Spread the fingers. Sorry, you can't see mine. But lifting up to the sky, looking forward and looking forward into the future. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November 2021. I am strong. So repeat the affirmation. I am strong, looking into the year ahead. Exhale, hands down. Let's bring the back foot to join the front. Let's take the foot that was forward back. So we're doing the warrior one on this side. Again, that affirmation. So forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. This time we hold our bend, we look into the future and we face it with strength. I am strong. I am strong. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the back foot to join the front. And a little shake. So whatever you need to do to loosen out. So we're keeping loose, we're keeping open, we're keeping spacious to the year ahead. And this time, let's just go for a warrior two. So take the feet, really lots more than hip width apart. And turn one foot towards the narrow end of your mat and keep the other foot parallel or let the heel go out so the foot is coming forward. So it's a sort of 28 degrees of the foot bending in towards the centre. And down and up and down and up. And this time hold. So you're in your warrior two. You're going to look down the middle finger of the front hand and just check where you are. Yeah, here I am in my presence. I'm not leaning forward into the future and I'm not swinging back into the past. I'm located in the moment and it's feeling good. Exhale and straighten. Wriggle through, little shake through and turn to the other side. Inhale, forward, back and forward, back. Looking into the future, just checking your location. It's very different. I tend to want to move into the future in my left. Yeah, so just locating the torso above the hips, central. Inhale and exhale. Let's swing through. And a little shake. So anything to loosen out. And then we'll just do a tree before I have the best idea of the session, which is to lie down for the rest of the session. Yeah, so with our tree, just the heel can go onto the inside of the leg. It can go here and it can go up here. It mustn't go on the knee, but you know, you can sort of play about with this as a balance. You can take the foot off, put it down, off and down. It's the start of the year, so be kind and compassionate to yourself. Balances can be quite frustrating, so observe your frustration and be, if that occurs, and be compassionate. Foot to the side, the arms up to the sky, your branch is open, and look into a bright, sunny future, and have a sense of cold, crisp day, of soft spring breezes, of humid waves of wind in a bright hot summer, and the calming, cooling winds of the autumn, bringing the hands back together, down to the centre, and into that Tadasana position. And then on the other side, and so taking the hands up towards the ceiling and opening up to all the changes, the forthcoming changes of the seasons, the snow and ice of the winter, to the buds of spring, to the unfurling of those buds, to the snowdrops, the daffodils popping through, to the beautiful flowers of the summer, deep red roses. Just think of all your favourite flowers, and then the golden leaves of autumn as the seasons transpire. And the year ahead unfolds, bringing the hands together and down. Now then, we're going down. Those that want the strenuous version of getting to the floor will go down via a squat. So sticking the bottom out, bending down, reaching for the floor, and then just coming into the squat if that's available. Otherwise, being on the floor and coming into the constructive rest position. So here we are. Soles of the feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling, and let's take the hands on the belly. I've never made a better decision. Here we go. Good decision of the year. May you have many delightful lying downs. And just noticing the breath, and we've had quite a strenuous start to the session, so just notice the breath, calming. Let the soles of the feet come together, so you're in a diamond shape. How do you do that? So the knees drop out to the side, the soles of the feet together, the hands on the belly and the elbows resting on the floor. And again, just tuning into the breath with the mind, with the concentration and the observation, and with the feel of the fingers, the skin on the fingers, the fabric on the belly, feeling into the muscles, the skin, the muscles, the fluids beneath, and just feeling the breath moving this structure of the belly. Gently moving the hands to the ribs and directing the breath in the rib cage to move the hands. And you can be playful with the breath here. You can try and expand the ribs to the side, or you can move the ribs up and down. Just notice the in and out. They're not separate movements. The whole rib cage is moving as a sort of entity that's part of the system. But gently draw the chin to the chest, relax any tension that might have crept into the shoulders, and taking the hands to the chest. So the hands are just underneath the collarbones. Chin is tucked down, the back of the head is supported, just releasing through the back. And just a sense of gratitude for the floor and the earth beneath as it supports you. Just bringing the hands down in a low V, the whole openness of the body, a sort of vulnerability, but the vulnerability as a source of strength. I can be open to whatever comes along. And gently take your hands to the outer edges of the thighs and just draw the knees together and draw the knees into the chest. And let's just, as we feel the stretching of the back, let's just rotate both feet together in one direction and in the other direction, looking without lifting the head, looking towards the knees, wriggling the toes and stretching the toes and wiggling the toes. And then gently the fingers down towards the feet, just draw the knees in and then let them release. Draw them in and let them release. Go down, down, down. Feel the feet gently to the floor and press the small of the back into the floor. So we're pressing down through the lower back and we're moving into bridge lift. So we press down and lift the pelvis, pressing to the feet. Keep the chin tucked down, weight to the shoulders. As you exhale, imagine every bone, every vertebra in the back slowly moving down. And then gently draw the knees into the chest and exhale, feet go down. This time we're going to involve the arms as well. So we breathe in, we press into the feet. The pelvis and the arms start to lift with that in-breath. And then exhale, slowly everything to the floor. And gently drawing the knees into the chest. So once more, and this time we leave the arms above the head. So we're breathing in, pelvis, arms lifting with the breath. Let's just hold for a couple of breaths here. So pressing into the feet, lifting through the pelvis. Gaze to the ceiling or the eyes closed. Go inwards with the eyes closed. On the next exhalation, arms, vertebra, breath, all synchronized. The dance of the spine as it gently and slowly connects to the floor and drawing the knees into the chest. Soles of the feet to the floor, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Breathe in, knees to the ceiling, gaze to the ceiling. Eyes can be closed. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. And breathing in and back. Left leg long, right knee into the chest. Sole of the foot or toes, let's point the toes to the ceiling and flex and point the feet. And taking, if you've got a strap or a belt, you can use it here over the ball of the foot or the hands behind the leg. And we exhale, possibly our first sort of hamstring calf stretches of the year. Welcome the sensation. Welcome the energy. So we breathe out, the leg is drawn in. We can be very cautious and flex the heel towards the ceiling, stretch the leg up, draw a little more towards the chest. Leave go of the hands and exhale slowly down. Let the foot flop out to the side, let the hands come down. Drawing in the left knee, Upwards into the chest, extend the foot to the ceiling. Hands behind the leg, it can be here, it can be here, it can be on the heel. And just a gentle flex. Whoa. So saying hello to your calves. And then on the exhale, drawing the leg towards you. Inhale, release. Exhale, in. Inhale, release. And just hold. Again, that flex. See if you can straighten the leg. You say, oh, I remember this. And then breathing in, leave the hands go and exhale down. Bend both knees into the chest, just hold for a moment. Chin tucked down, shoulders relaxed, the face is relaxed. Just enjoy the floor supporting the back. Take the feet, the ankles parallel to the knees, hands to the floor, little cycle. First cycle trip of our year, possibly. Imagine you're on a real bike going down a country lane with the wind blowing through, the sun shining down. A little bit more. And then feet down to the floor. You've reached your destination. Take the hands behind the head. Yeah. And just lift to look at your knees. And exhale down. Let's straighten the legs. So the legs are long. And we lift and we flex the feet and we take the elbows back. And then we exhale slowly down and the palms to the ceiling. We're going to do, let's see, yes, we do one last posture, which is Garandasana, eagle on the floor. Yeah, but it's a lively, alert eagle. It's a 2021 eagle. The right leg comes over the left and you're going to drop your knees to the floor and you're going to look in the opposite direction. And then breathe in, come back to the center. Give yourself a hug with the right hand on top. Right hand, so nice little hug on the floor. And then bring the hands together or just hold wherever you can. And breathe in and lift the arms up. Exhale, chin is tucked down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And then exhale and bring everything together. And then inhale back. Release everything. I'm going to change this side because of the camera angles, but you can just simply stay where you are. And we're going to take left leg over right, dropping that leg to the left, bringing it up. Taking the left arm this time, hugging the left arm hug. And then bringing the hands together, lifting up to the ceiling. Lifting above the head. And then on the exhale, everything together. And exhale and release. Just drawing the knees to the chest. We're going to do one last very strong bridge lift, and then from there we're going to go into Shavasana. So soles of the feet together. Bring the press into the feet, lift the pelvis, palms are on the floor, shift onto one shoulder, shift onto the other shoulder, clasp the hands, look down the torso, press into the feet, press into the arms. You might even want to go on your toes. And then exhale, shift one shoulder, shift the other shoulder, vertebra by vertebra down to the floor. And then gently knees to the chest. And then you can be in this constructive rest with the knees bent, hands to the side, or you can be in our traditional Shavasana, so the feet, toes are out to the side, the palm to the ceiling, the chin tucked towards the chest, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths where the exhale is long, slow, and a source of relaxation and release. So we breathe in and we let go. Breathe in. On the out breath, everything softens into the floor. And final breath in. And on this breath, just let go of any unnecessary tension. Just surrender to gravity and the support of the floor. And the eyes are closed. The body is still. The muscles are soft. The mind is clear. There's a slight momentary attention to the breath. And we're going to have a visualization that will take us into 2021. In the month of January, we are hermits and the earth is sleeping. This is a cold time, a time when we stay indoors, a home time or hibernation. We need to nurture ourselves and to be kind and compassionate. This is when our body reserves are needed. The sun is weak. We are needy of light. But we must wait and be mindful of the seasons. The earth is resting. Nature is resting. However, the moon is strong. Her magnetism is powerful, especially underground, where a new cycle of life has already begun. Now, in the new light of a cold January, we review our aspirations and make our new year resolves. I am hopeful for world peace. I am hopeful for the future. I am hopeful for a shift in universal understanding. I am hoping for a coming together of all the populations of the world to face the difficulties that we've experienced. To have hope, we must be strong in body and mind. This enables us to break old habits or traditions. Begin this winter New Year meditation by feeling strong and repeat 3 times to yourself the affirmation, I am strong. Visualize the land covered in ice and snow. The earth is solid and crisp. Feel your body solid and strong. See on the white landscape a tall pine tree, now shining emerald against the pure white background. See how tall, how straight this tree is, how sturdy. Be aware of the roots penetrating into the ground, how they start off as thick and eventually become thin threads, searching out water and food. The pine tree symbolizes freshness, clarity, strength, how it can withstand severe coldness and yet remain still upright, shining against the snow. It doesn't need the sun to grow. The clarity of the high mountainside air sustains it. See how the snow clings to the pine needles, how some of the boughs are bending under the weight. A pine forest brings upliftment, brings healing, and creates balance. This is a tree that breathes with you. And visualize the colour emerald green and feel it flooding into the chest centre, opening out the chest like a huge pine tree spreading its branches, expanding outwards. Feel the strength as the trunk moves upwards towards the light. Feel the straightness. Feel the strength. And repeat the affirmation, I am strong. Now, be ready to receive. Feel the release of anything you no longer need. All the things that no longer serve you. And feel that openness within you. Allow yourself to embrace the healing. Be aware you are already on the way to making your resolves a reality. Receive that calmness that comes with the colour green. Receive that balance. Receive that courage. I am in charge of my thoughts. I am in charge of my feelings. I am in charge of my mind. I am. And very slowly, let's bring the awareness back into the body, wriggling the toes and the fingers, deepening the breath, lifting the hands overhead, clasping the hands, going for a stretch, flexing the feet, stretching the arms away. And then on the exhale, drawing the knees into the chest and blinking the eyes open. Slowly roll onto the left side or the right side, whichever side suits you and is available to you. And resting there, thinking of the year ahead. Give the year ahead a moment. Give the season ahead, the winter and the spring, a moment. Give the month ahead some thought, January. Give the week ahead some thought. Bring the day ahead into your awareness. Bring the hour ahead into your thoughts. Bring the minute ahead into your thoughts. And then just be present in this very moment. And with absolute mindfulness, the hands to the floor and slowly coming to a seated position. And we're going to just sit with our breath for 3 or 4 breaths. Just savouring the stillness, the calm, the capacity to deal with, to be with anything. And then we're going to finish with 3 of these energizing Muladhara breaths. So we take the arms up, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we bring the knees up. So we go, 2 more. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy New Year. May 2021 be much, much better than 2020. And good luck to everybody. And I'm looking forward to when we do meet again. All the best, everybody.